تلك آيات الكتاب المبين
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another session of great stories. Our today's story is about Prophet Mosa and Bani Israel. Long time back, Bani Israel were captive in Egypt. The king of Egypt wouldn't let them go. That's when Allah sent Mosa to Egypt. Musa freed Bani Israel from Egypt and then brought them to Sinai. There he instructed Bani Israel to settle. But Sinai was a barren desert. There was no water and nothing grew there. Bani Israel looked around and complained, "We are thirsty. Request Allah to send water for us." Musa prayed to Allah, and Allah told Musa to strike his stick on a big rock. 12 springs appeared from the rock. Now there was plenty of water for everyone. A while later, Bani Israel felt hungry. Again they complained, "Nothing grows around here. Now what should we eat?" Once again Musa prayed to Allah. That night Allah sent a sweet wafer-like food to eat. It was delicious and full of nutrition. But Bani Israel wanted more. So by midday Allah sent plenty of fat birds. Bani Israel caught them and roasted them for meal. Now Bani Israel complained, "It's too hot around here. We can't bear the heat." It was third time that Musa had to pray to Allah. His prayers were answered again. Allah sent clouds. These clouds always remained over the Bani Israel, and the weather became nice and pleasant. And this is how Allah provided everything that Bani Israel needed. But instead of thanking Allah, Bani Israel complained, "We hate the same food all the time. Ask Allah to grow different vegetables for us." Now Musa had enough of it. He said, "Now look, Allah has given you so much. You should be thankful to Allah for this. But instead, you people complain all the time." Bani Israel didn't follow any rules. They didn't know how to behave with each other. That's why they had so many problems among them. Every day there were fights among people. All day Musa went around solving silly problems. Musa thought, "I wish these people had better sense so they can behave better with each other." Allah decided to give Bani Israel rules. For that, he asked Musa, "You come to the mountain of Tur and stay there for 30 days, and I will give you the rules that will help Bani Israel live better and be nice to each other." So Musa gathered Bani Israel and said, "Allah has asked me to come to the mountain of Tur. I will stay there for 30 days. Allah will give me rules. So just be nice to each other while I'm gone, and be prepared to follow the rules when I bring them." Before leaving, Mosa made his brother Harun in charge of all the camps. Mosa stayed at the mountain of Tur for 30 days. On the day 30, Allah said to him, "You will have to stay another 10 days to get the rest of the rules." Mosa replied, "As you wish, my Lord." Back in the camps, Bani Israel couldn't wait any longer. On day 31, Bani Israel came over to Harun and said, "Where is Mosa? He should have been here by now." Mosa didn't know what to say, but he still tried to cool them down. "Well, I am sure he is up there on the mountain, so be calm and patient." But Bani Israel didn't like the answer. They went out complaining. On their way, they met Samri. Samri was one of them, but he had very wicked. He disliked Mosa, and he also knew how to cheat people. He could do that with the help of magic he had learned while he was in Egypt. Samri asked the people, "Is there something wrong with you all?" The people replied, "Well, we are tired of waiting for Mosa. He should have been back by now." Very cunningly, Samri suggested, "Maybe he is not coming back." "Oh, what do you mean he is not coming back?" they asked. "Maybe he is dead or something. Or maybe he has left you." Bani Israel listened to Samri. They started to believe in him. "So, what should we do now?" "What if I make up a god right here and now? Then you won't need Musa's help." Bani Israel were but confused. So Samri explained in his own way, "Now I don't know if you folks know this or not, but Mosa is having a good time up there with God. I mean, it's party and lots of fun. Maybe that's why he doesn't take you all with him. You know, he wants to have all the fun and all alone." Samri could see that Bani Israel were getting jealous. So he continued, "I know you all love fun and parties, and I'm sure you miss Egypt, where you partied all the time. Mosa has made such a big mistake bringing you in this desert where you can't have any fun." Well, all this talk of not having fun made Bani Israel quite sad. And now was the time for Samri to get back to the main topic. "So, like I was saying, I can make a god for you right here, and then you can enjoy the company of your own god." The idea sounded good to the people, but they remembered the promise they had made to Mosa. "But what about Mosa? You know the promise we made." "Oh, don't be that foolish, folks. Mosa is having all the fun, and you are thinking of the promise. Now come on. Well, that was enough to make people agree. They said, well, that makes sense. We want fun and party as well. Samri was happy to hear that. He said, okay, then bring me all the gold you have. Bani Israel were surprised to hear that. Gold? But what for? This gold I will make for you. It will be made of gold. God is important, and he should be made of gold. So Bani Israel gathered all the gold they had and handed over to Samri. Samri melted it in a big pot, and then he turned it into a big rock. Then with his chisel and hammer, he changed the rock into a bull. So there it was, one big bull made of solid gold, presented to Bani Israel as their God. To add amusement, he threw his magic sand on the bull, and it started to make sounds every few seconds. It went mee, mee, Bani Israel were amazed to see this. They came close to it and looked at the bull from every direction. Then they listened to it making that sound. You know, the bing, bing, And they asked Samri, what's the God saying? Samri replied, well, I will translate it for you, if you all be quiet for a few minutes. So all the Bani Israel were silent. Samri listened attentively to the bing bing and moo moo of the golden bull, and he shook his head while listening. It was like he was understanding every word of what the bull was saying about. Yes. Is that so? Yes, I agree with you. Oh, that's terrible. You are right. Yes, they have been cheated. Yes, my lord, that's exactly what I have been telling them all along. Good that now is coming from you. Bani Israel, who were watching all this, couldn't control their excitement. What? What the God says? Who cheated who? Samri shook his head in great disappointment. He said, God says that Bani Israel have been cheated. They are left in the desert while Mosa is having all the fun on the mountain. Bani Israel were very angry to hear that. You ask God, what should we do now? They said to Samri. While Samri went close to Bull, people discussed with each other. Well, it was not much of a discussion. They just cursed Mosa for having all the fun. Samri, the great pretender that he was, said, could you please be quiet for a few more minutes? I'm having a problem understanding God. All the people got quiet, and Samri went back listening to Bull. Yes. Oh, how wonderful. No, Mosa didn't allow anything like that. That's even better. Well, thank you very much, God. Again, he had Bani Israel excited. So, what did God say this time? Well, the God is very generous. He says that you are allowed to party and have fun. And he has also allowed you to play music as loud as you wish. Bani Israel were clapping. And God says Mosa was wrong in stopping you from dancing. All the men and women can dance as long as they wish. And that had people jumping and shaking. In no time, the band came up. Every man and woman, old and young, started to dance and have fun. But there was only one man who didn't do all that. And that was Harun, the brother of Prophet Musa. He went around trying to stop people from doing all that, but no one listened. People were going crazy. They were in no mood to hear anything reasonable. Every now and then they would go close to the bull while dancing and say, "Thank you, God, for letting us have all the fun and dancing and staying up late at night." So the party went on for days. No one went to work or took care of their businesses. The houses were not cleaned, and there were loads of dirty laundry stacked in their homes. People wouldn't take shower or clean. All night they partied, and all day they slept. This all went on for about 10 days. All this time, Musa was busy noting down the rules that Allah was giving. There was still more to note when Allah asked Musa, "Musa, why did you hurry to me? Before leaving, did you make sure that your people are doing good things?" Musa replied, "Oh, Allah, I hurried to you to get the rules so I can then improve the lives of Bani Israel. And before I left, I made sure that all the people pray to you." Allah informed, "Your people are now praying to a bull. They have completely forgotten all that you told them before coming. So now go back and guide them once again." Musa was very angry and ashamed to hear that. He rushed back as fast as he could. It was night by the time Musa came down, and he reached the camps of Bani Israel. As usual, Bani Israel were dancing and praying to Bull. Musa was furious to see all that. He came closer to people. The music stopped playing. The dance came to a halt. Everyone looked at Musa. Musa was weak and his clothes were all dirty. So it didn't look in any ways that Musa was having fun on the mountain. People also saw the rules in his hand, and they knew well that Musa was up to the mountain listening to Allah. Now they were really ashamed. Musa got close to the bull and looked at it angrily. All the people with their heads down moved on sides. Harun! Where is Harun? Harun came running to his brother. Musa grabbed him from his long beard and said, "You allowed people to worship a bull. How could you let it happen?" Harun was in tears. "My brother, please don't blame me. I did all I could, but they didn't listen to me. There was nothing more I could do except for waiting for you." Musa let Harun go and asked loudly, "Why did you worship this bull?" No one replied. "I need an answer. Why you had to worship this bull?" A man came forward and said, "Don't blame us. It was Samri who made us do it. We gave him our gold and that's it. The rest of everything he has done on his own. He even made us believe that bull is a god." Musa turned towards Samri and said, "So it was your idea, and why you had to fool people?" Samri was not ashamed at all. He said, "I thought you will not return. I just wanted the people to have good time. I did it because they needed a god. So I made one for them." Musa put Samri on the side and then kicked the bull real hard. The bull made its funny sound for the last time. "Bee, bee, and then it was quiet. "Let me take care of your God first, and after that I will deal with Samri." With that, he ordered Bani Israel to burn the bull. In no time, the bull was turned into ashes. Then he threw these ashes in the nearby river. After that, he came to Samri and said, "Allah will punish you with a strange disease, and I predict that you will have a miserable life." Within days, Samri had a strange disease. He wouldn't let anyone come close to him. Every time someone went near him, he said, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." It was as if he was afraid of people. He wouldn't eat or sleep. He just kept looking around to make sure that no one comes close to him. Hungry and thirsty, Samri died within days. Many others who followed him were killed as well. And that was a great sign of Allah for people. Finally, Musa prayed, "Oh Allah, please forgive us. We ask for your mercy. We all have made a big mistake, and we are really ashamed. So please forgive us." Allah is forgiving. He loves forgiving people who ask for His forgiveness. So Allah forgave the rest of the Bani Israel. Then Musa gave them the new rules. He explained Bani Israel about praying and fasting. And He informed them how Allah wants them to live. Musa lived among them for few more years. During all that time, he kept telling people good things, and then he died. Before dying, he said, "Remember Allah, don't pray to anybody else, and only ask Allah for help." Now, to read this story yourself, go to chapter 7 of Holy Quran. Till the next session of Great Stories, we leave you with the advice Prophet Musa gave to his people. Remember Allah, don't pray to anybody else, only ask Allah for help. Assalamu alaikum.